afternoon and welcome to Brazos Fiber Works. Today is episode 53. Welcome. I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope you guys are making beautiful things. Please share below, what are you working on right now? Or come and visit us in our Brazos Fiber Works Ravelry group. Just head right over there. We have a group called Brazos Fiber Works where you can introduce yourself, you can get into our make-alongs and all of that. Today is Wednesday, July 16th. They always start barking when I start doing this. Yeah, Maverick has this bone because he knows I'm gonna record. He's like, okay, let's play because you need to get this episode recorded today. All right, guys, bear with me, please. If you are new here, thank you so much for coming along and clicking on that button today. I hope you decide to subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you guys so much for coming back. I really appreciate you. And let's see. Today I don't have any finished objects. You know, it's been a while since I've had a finished object. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm really trying. I know it's no excuses. I have had a lot going on with work and you know, my schedule getting constantly changed around, things happening. So yes, bear with me. Hopefully in the next few weeks you will see some finished objects because I really do want to get these objects finished. Okay, but so I still have just knitting today. I felt like I wanted to get my spinning wheel out today and just start spinning and just, you know, get into some relaxation today with that because I haven't spun in a while. But I got up this morning, the dog would not let me sleep anymore, and I needed to go clean out our fifth wheel because we came back a couple weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, whenever, and everything we pulled out of it, but I wanted to give it a good cleaning before we, you know, shut it back up again. So I went down there and did that today, and then I cleaned some of the house today, and then I got ready. My daughter called. I was on the phone with her, so it's a little bit later today. It's about 2 o'clock. It is warm today. I feel like the Texas weather has been crazy this year. We have had so much rain this year that, I mean, I'm glad we're not in the hundreds, but the humidity with like it constantly raining on and off, yeah, is pretty bad. But today's, I think, in the high 90s, so it's going to be another warm one. I need to go to the grocery store and get something for dinner tonight. So yes, I'm just kind of throwing this in here today. But thank you guys so much for coming along with me. We will get into what you're here for. Grab yourself something cozy to drink. This is still my coffee I have left from this morning. I keep having to warm it up, so yes, bear with me. All right, but yes, I hope you guys have something cozy to drink. I hope you're working on some great project while you're watching this, and let's get into today. All right, so my first work in progress is going to be my Cozy Comfort Throw, and the pattern is by Molly Klatt of a Homespun House. And you guys know, if you have been here, I am working on this for my daughter's wedding. I think I've come to the conclusion, I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. I feel like from last week, I think I only got one color done. I think I only got this blue done. So let me show you, for those of you who haven't seen it. This is what I have so far. And I just don't feel like it's long enough yet. Let's see, let's count the color. How many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. I have 24 colors in here. So, I mean, if I was going off of an advent, this would be it. But I do want it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to finish knitting up, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 more minis. And then we'll go from that. So I really just need to start booking it and getting that done so that I can get this done for the wedding. I don't know if I'm going to. I really am going to try though. This next couple weeks, because the wedding I think is 14 days away. Yes, 14 days away. And yeah, so I need to get this done. It is sitting in this sheep bag that is just great for big projects. I don't know who the maker is because there is not a maker tag, but I love it. It's plenty big. All right, and that is using my Sparkle fingering weight. It's a couple of my Valentine's kits, and then there is one of Chelsea Yarn's Valentine's kits. They're all on a fingering weight sparkle base, and I am holding it double with a gray sparkle base also. So yeah, that is it for that one. All right, sorry about that. I had to free up some space on my camera so that we could keep recording today. But all right, let's get into my second works in progress. So this is my Chelsea tee that I showed last week. The pattern is by Shaina Bilow, and it is using my 2024 Chelsea Yarns Advent. So I appreciate the comments so much from last week because I feel like it gave me like a sense of peace, and like I felt like what I was thinking was the correct way to go about it. So I did end up ripping it out. I was just like, I wasn't going to be happy wearing it. Wasn't going to be happy with any of that. So I did rip out that, and I started a couple rows with the next one. So the current one I am working on, and this is a fingering weight base yarn. It's held double. So this is the color that I'm currently working on. Well, when I took it back, it still was using my size 7 Chalgu red lace needles. So I had done the first row and then started on the first row of the ribbing, and I need to go down to a size 6. Well, I already have my needles that I started my shawl with on a size 6, so I don't have, I technically do have my interchangeables. I have a size 6, but I don't have a long enough cord for it because everything is tied up on other projects. It's why I need to get some projects done. But so I don't have the needles, or I don't have, yeah, let's just call it, I don't have the needles to keep going on this. So I'm going to try to do something this week, free up something, or I may just order a cord, so a long enough cord so I can put the interchangeables on. I may end up doing like an Amazon, and that way I can get this finished, because as soon as I start working on this, like, it's going to be done. Like, I just feel like it's so close to being done. So all I have left to finish is this, the collar, and then I just have to put the arms together. And then, yeah, so this is the front, and this is the back. So I'll be so happy to finish this, and then I can wash it, block it, and then try it on, and then I will show all of you. So yes, that is where I am at with my Chelsea tee. The next work in progress is my Fairground socks. The pattern is by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. And as you guys have seen the last 2 weeks, I have my first one done. I did get a little bit done on this. So last week I left off where I needed to do the heel. So I got the heel done, and then I got the decreases done. I am just knitting in the round now. So hopefully that will be a finished object soon. And this is using my Jinx yarns on a glitter sparkle fingering weight base. And the colorway is called Wildflowers. Now she doesn't dye anymore. It's just a de-stash yarn that I got off of someone else. And yeah, I have it in my Erin Elaine's bag. And then the last work in progress that I have been working on is my Stunning String Studios Mystery Shawl Knit Along. I finished the book, so I finished the Murder at the Polo. Let's see, let me grab my little book. All right, so I finished the July book, which was, yep, Murder at the Polo Club. I was correct. And then last week I showed you the bonus shawl, the London Fog shawl. I'm all caught up on that for July. And then we have this shawl, this new one called the Polo Promenade shawl. And I finished the first week. I finished the first week. I finished the second week, and then there was another one that dropped. So if you're working on this and you haven't seen it, look away. I haven't done the one that came out on Friday. So this is what I have so far. You guys can see it's a little bit bigger this week. There's a lot of beads going on. I feel like it's taking me a hot minute because of all the beads, but oh, it is beautiful, guys. I just can't wait to see what the end result looks like. This white down here is the provisional cast on. It was over 200 stitches. So yeah. So it's a club for 2025, and there is 4 shawls. Pretty much every quarter there is a new shawl. There is the pattern is put out once a week. It is updated for that. We have finished 2 shawls so far. This is our 3rd one. We are in the 3rd week of the shawl, and then the last one will start, I believe, in September. And it's super fun. I am absolutely loving it. We're also reading the book series by CJ Archer called the Cleopatra Fox Mystery Series, and I am loving that. So yeah, if you are interested, check out her website. Hopefully one will be coming in 2026. I feel like in the fall is when she starts putting it up on her website, but I definitely do recommend that. That is all I have been working on. Actually, I did finish, I do have a finished object. So I don't have it with me, so I will put a picture up here. It is the Yarn Cozy by Natty. And my mom, so if you guys have been here a little while, you might know my mom she learned how to knit years and years ago, but she wanted to start knitting a blanket at night when they were watching TV and all that stuff. And so she is doing the Cozy Comfort Throw. She wanted me to dye up like 6 colors, and then she has her natural base. So she's just going, or maybe it's 5 colors. She's going her 5 colors, and then she's just repeating them afterwards. And so when I gave her all of the colored skeins to begin with, she wanted, or I had put all the yarn cakes in cozies because I thought, you know, I don't know how she's going to be, you know, transferring them all since they're not mini skeins. So I did that so they could all stay in like a nice cake form. Well, the natural color that she's holding double, she doesn't have a cozy for. So she's into her 2nd full skein on that. We went over to her house the other day, and to my parents' house, and she said, hey, I need you to look at this for me. And I said, okay. So she takes me over, shows me inside her bag, and I guess as she was pulling the center out, I'm guessing it started coming in clumps or whatever, and I don't know if like her putting the yarn or the blanket in the bag with it like had something to do with it, but I mean, it was more or less than a half of a skein. I want to say it could have been like a third of the skein, and it was just a hot jumble mess. And I said, just cut it off. I'll see if I can, you know, fix it. Well, I brought it home, and I just thought, you know what, instead of trying to fix that right now, I'm just gonna make her a new cake. I'm gonna knit her another cozy because she asked, she said, hey, could you get me another one of those cozies? So I knitted up one of those that evening and the next morning, and then wound up another just bare skein for her and took it to her. So the cozy light I made is right here. It is made out of fingering weight yarn. I don't remember. This is several hours later, but I kind of want to add it in here. So I happened to go by my mom's today to see her, and she needed help on her blanket. So I have to take it back a couple rows. But since I was talking about it, I wanted to show you guys her blanket. So this is her cozy comfort throw. So like I told you guys, she is doing like repeats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are her 5 repeat colors, and then she's just repeating it. So looks like she's on her 3rd repeat of her cozy comfort throw. But I just wanted to show you guys her progress, show you the blanket that she is working on, and I just so happened to have the little cozy that I made her. So here it actually is, and then that's that natural yarn that she's using, and then she is on this color, so she's doing these two together right now. This is her other cozy. Just thought I'd share that. Anyways, I think it was from a Yarnable subscription that I got, and I was using it in my temperature blanket, so I just grabbed some of that because I was like, I'm never gonna use all of that. I have so much yarn left over from that I decided to make the cozy in that. So yes, that is, I do actually have a finished object. So yes, something, right? But those are all the works in progress that I have. Other than that, so shop news, I mean, we have our Ravelry group. I haven't really been dyeing up any yarn lately. Working on the advents, and I'm trying to get some skeins ready for self-striping dyeing. But other than that, I have been pretty busy. If you have been around here, my daughter is getting married in 14 days. My son is getting married in 6 weeks. So with just all of that going on right now, it's a little hard. I do want to start dyeing up some fall colors, some winter colors for the seasons. And so hopefully in the next few weeks, as soon as like one wedding is down, I can start working on that and get that stuff up. I do apologize. I just have not had the time lately with everything going on. But I promise new yarn will come out, and as soon as I have that for you, I will show you. Other than that, we do have a Ravelry group. We have make-alongs, we have chatter, we have threads, we have tons of different threads. We have spinning, crochet, knitting, monthly sock, we have cross stitch, we have a weaving thread. So anything fiber related, I think we have it. So come hop in, join in, let us get to know you. We love to have fiber friends. Other than that, life news. I feel like I've kind of thrown life news into this whole thing, but I did find a dress. So I took some videos of that, and I was gonna try to get up a short, so I will still do that. I just haven't had time. So either you'll see a short, or I will put something in here. I haven't decided. I really want to do a short though, so you may see that. And then I didn't put videos in of our trip last week, but I'm trying to do shorts of those. Well, at least the 2 different places that we went, because I took a lot of video. I just haven't had time to download those, go through those, make those, because I feel like there's a lot of like process into that. So I'm gonna work on that. So hopefully in the next few weeks you'll see those. But I did find a dress. It was trying on a lot that day. I went to a lot of different places, but I finally found one. So I'm excited about that. I have to get it shortened. And then I gotta find some shoes, but I'm not really worried about the shoes because I feel like it'll be easy to find and you're not gonna see them anyways because my dress goes all the way to my feet. I was so relieved to find that done. But other than that, we have the weddings coming up. So with that, I am going to take off the next 2 weeks. Because with the wedding coming up, I just have so much to get ready for and do. And I feel like I'm not going to have a ton of time to knit, and I would really like to get some of my projects accomplished, hopefully within that time frame. The week after the 1st, because the 1st is on a Friday, that's the day my daughter's getting wedding. Wait, that's the day my daughter's getting married. So the next week, I'm going to try to put a video up that week. And then I think for the next couple weeks after that, there will be. And then probably the week before my son's wedding, I will not record either. It's just a lot. I do apologize, but you know, some things happen and come up and we have to do that. So I'm sure you guys will be fine with that. But yes, so after today's video, there will not be one for a couple weeks, but I will try to throw in some shorts. I really want to try to get better about doing that. And I also want to say thank you to the comments last week about the spin the wheel. I really, you know, I enjoy spinning it, kind of seeing what I am going to start working on. But with that said, the next couple weeks I'm not going to be doing any of that. I'm going to be focusing on what I really need to get done. And yes, what brings me joy. Thank you guys for your comments. I really do appreciate you. I never got a message, an email from the winner of episode 50. So I'm going to draw a new winner. I will put it down here who the new winner is. Please email me, jennifer@brazosfiberworks.com, and let me know your name, address, and so I can get that shipped out to you. Yes, hopefully I hear from you. You do have a couple weeks until my next episode to get a hold of me, so please get a hold of me. And yes, I really do want to get the episode 50 gift out. Other than that, I do have a website. It is brazosfiberworks.com, and I have hand-dyed yarn, project bags, notions, all of that good stuff. If you need to get a hold of me, you can email me, jennifer@brazosfiberworks.com. I am jnbcrafty on Ravelry. We have a Ravelry group called Brazos Fiber Works. You can find me on Instagram at Brazos Fiber Works, and I do have a Facebook page. It is called Brazos Fiber Works also. All right, guys, that is it for this week, episode 53. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you guys have a lot of fun in your next few weeks making. If you are with us on Ravelry, please share them. I love seeing everybody's projects. I'm so jealous half the time because everybody's getting all of these projects completed and I am not, but I will get there. I will get there. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and I will catch you back here in a few weeks. Bye.